Okay. The next question, and this is actually, I probably should have started with this one because this is one of the more common questions. And it is, should I start bulking before I get to goal? The question is, I was wondering, do you have to be at or close to goal weight to bulk, or should you cut first? I actually don't know what I want for my goal weight since I'm more muscular now, but I want to lose 15 pounds of fat. Should I continue to eat a deficit or just bulk now? That is an excellent question to me. I really, and I'm probably going to ruffle a few feathers on this, especially if you're hardcore in the fitness world, bodybuilding world. But again, like I say, this is all of the advice that I'm giving in this series is for real people, not competitors, not if you're trying to walk the stage, you know, real people. So, should a real person, a real woman, this is a woman that asked the question, should a real woman bulk before reaching goal weight? Yes. Yes, you should. And this is going to sound crazy, you know, to a person that is not at goal, and there are stipulations to it, of course. And like I say, if you are headed for the stage, then no, you shouldn't bulk at a high body fat percentage level, because you're just gonna have to risk too much trying to cut at a high body fat percent and be stage ready in a small amount of time. So obviously that would not be recommended. But we are talking about real world, real women, real life. Yes, you can bulk before getting to goal weight. If you are extremely obese, then it's probably not the best thing for you to do. But the realization that I came to, because I did not get to goal before I started bulking. I had actually lost a bunch of weight, then gained it all back, and then just started bulking right where I was and doing my metabolism reset at the same time. So why would I say bulk if you're not at goal? A couple of reasons. One, you need to decide up front what body fat percentage you plan on being at when you get to goal. For me, I never drop below 20% body fat, ever. So it's really not something that I am that concerned about, because I want to maintain at a normal level of body fat. I want to be at a body fat level that is maintainable. That is what's normal for me. So I'm not going to drop to 13% body fat and then begin to bulk. The reason why I wouldn't do that is because A, I have no business being at 13% body fat. That doesn't appeal to me, and I lose some good body fat. Ladies, if you know what I mean. There are some parts that are body fat that I don't care to lose, and neither does my husband. So I would like to keep those. Like I said, I am not getting on the stage, so I do not need to look as if I am stage ready. If I can look as good as I like to look at 20% or above, then that is where I'm going to maintain. I'm obviously not going to try to keep a super unhealthy body fat percentage, but I've learned that I can carry a much higher, the more muscle that I build, I can carry a much higher body fat percentage than I would if I was non-muscular or less muscularity. The less muscle you have, the less fat that you can carry and look probably the way that you want to look. Do you see what I mean? So if you have a small amount of muscle and a lot of fat, then you're going to look more fat than muscular. If you have a decent amount of muscle and a little bit of fat, you're still going to look pretty muscular. Most of the pictures that you see of me, I know most of the time when I'm in the video, I'm in regular clothes, but the pictures that I have posted on my Fitness Pal and things like that, most of those, I'm flexing, so that's why you kind of really see the muscle. And B, I am probably about 20, I'd say 23 to 28% body fat in 90% of those pictures. I don't typically go too much further than that. Sometimes I'll hit 21%, you know, at like the height of summer when I'm really active or something like that. But that is extremely rare. That's also why I like to build more muscle, because that way I can keep at that higher body fat percentage. I don't care to have an unmaintainable body fat percentage. And anything below 20% I've found is not maintainable for me. It's not realistic, so I don't shoot for it. So if you feel that way, then obviously you can probably start bulking right where you are, because otherwise you're going to get to your goal and you're not going to look like you want to. And then you're going to bulk and then cut and then bulk and then cut, and you're going to just wonder why you didn't do it. You know, if it takes you 4 years to get to goal and then you start bulking and cutting because you don't look like you wanted, you're going to kick yourself because you didn't start doing it 4 years ago. Because if it's going to take you that long to get to goal anyways, then adding more muscle will help you to burn that fat more, and when you actually get to goal, you'll already look the way that you want to look. So that's one of the things is, you know, why waste time when you can do it now? I wasted time, so that's why I recommend not doing it, because I learned the hard way that it was just kind of pointless. Another thing, if you get all the way to your goal and then you start bulking, do you know the mental stress that will put you through to see your body at its best and then to start purposely gaining? No. Think about it. It will put you through the ringer. So I don't recommend doing that, you know, like I said, unless you are a fitness competitor. If you are trying to get on the stage, you know, and you need to come in at like 12% body fat percentage, then you're not going to want to shoot into, you know, start at a 20%, or you're not going to want to get down to 12 and then shoot up to 20. You know, you're going to have to stay in a more reasonable range. Also, if you need, for whatever reason, to stay ripped all year round, then, you know, you may want to wait, or you may not want to bulk at all. You know, it's not for everyone. Not everyone's going to be able to stomach it, but I absolutely recommend bulking where you are for real people. Okay, when I say real, I'm a housewife. I homeschool my son. Yes, I'm a fitness trainer, but that's the extent of it. I'm not a huge athlete. It's just, this is real. So it depends on your lifestyle.